more white man lies.
This is how we roll, standing strong in purple and gold, and this is how we roll. A warrior's song, and we sing real strong, and this is how we roll. When we march to battle, yeah, it's left, key, right, yes, no. A warrior's song, and we sing real strong, and this is how we roll. Standing strong in purple and gold, and this is how we roll. A warrior's song, and we sing real strong, and this is how we roll. When we march to battle, yeah, it's left, key, right, yes, no. A warrior's song, and we sing real strong, and this is how we roll.
You guys have everything here, all the resources, but what? All of a sudden, we're the they say they're the founding fathers of North America. They're the ones that made North America, right? Let's see what the Bible has to say.
Actually, if you go to the Ontario legislature, they actually have native symbols in the...
Psalms chapter 55 verse 20. He hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him.
So when Christopher Columbus came and the crew, he put forth his hand, meaning what? He went to go attack you, to attack them that had peace with him. Because when they came here, the Native Americans, the Aboriginals, were very peaceful people.
But we were also very weary.
You're aware. Very aware. Alright?
We were misled by Christopher Columbus.
Why? Because you're peaceful. You're vulnerable.
They were warriors?
They're vulnerable. Alright?
Yeah, but
continue.
Native Canadian, Native American
He hath
tribes
broken his
we're
covenant.
not very, you know,
Hey, hear this, bro.
violent.
Hey, hear this.
His words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
So when he came, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
So he's like
Let's trade. Let's barter.
He was like a silver-tongued devil.
Yeah,
He told
exactly.
the natives what he wanted to hear.
That's right.
But war was in his heart.
What was in his heart?
But war was in his heart.
War was in his heart.
That means
So
he wanted what we had, and he was going to take it by any means. Look what they did.
that's right.
That's
That's exactly
right.
what he did.
Look what they did to them. They ran them down to Canadian borders,
That's
killing
exactly
them off.
did.
And when they got into Canada, they killed all my
Say what's in your
wildlife,
heart,
Yeah.
bro.
put me in a
Say what's in your
compound,
heart.
told me I had to stay
Obviously,
there,
looking you right in
and
your
I had to
eyes.
live by my own laws. But if I wanted to leave that compound, I need papers,
Yeah,
documents,
that's absolutely right.
photo ID, telling them who the fuck I am. Yo, I founded this country for you, you dumb cracker.
You're right. That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Bring it out.
That's exactly what happened. You know the history because what? They came, they seen everything that you had, all the natural resources.
I'm very
and
proud of my
They killed. That's all praises. And brother, we want to see our Native Americans rise up.
And you guys had it just as bad.
We had it just as bad because what? We're the same people. We're the same people. Go to Hosea 5:5. We are the same exact people. You're considered Northern Kingdom. All right. You're from the tribe of Gad. All right. Gad. So hold on. All right. Hear this.
Hosea chapter 5 verse 5. The pride of Israel doeth testify to his face.
So the pride of our people. So what? We don't want to hear what God has to say. That's why all these things happen to us. That's why we fell into sin, right? And then oftentimes, if you go to an Aboriginal don't want to hear about God because what? Of what the Christians, the conquistadors did to them. They schooled you, they indoctrinated you, and they wanted you to what?
To them, they made us feel like God was evil.
Right. But what? They use the same book with your history and your heritage against you. All right. But this is what you need to understand. Hold on, brother. Take this in. Finish this up.
Nature, not the Christian.
We worship Mother Earth.
There shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity. Judah also shall fall with them.
We shall fall together. All right. Judah is southern kingdom. Northern kingdom is considered Israel. Is considered the other 10 tribes. All right. Gad, Ephraim, Manasseh, all these other tribes, all right? The fair skin tone tribes, all right? We're the darker skin tribes. So we're from Benjamin, Levi, Judah. We are the Caribbean blacks, the American blacks, and the Levites are the priesthood, all right? Asian blacks, all right? So, again, it said that we should fall together. So that's why we went through the same trials and tribulations, all right? So again, they came here, they indoctrinated you, they enslaved you, and what? They put you on concentration camps far out of, like,
Reach of anything.
anything, yeah. So now you guys are still going through a lot of hell, and you guys are what, drinking and going crazy. There's a lot of crimes happening on the reserves, and the police want
reserves
nothing.
are bad.
Yeah, they want nothing to do with it.
You got guys like me who get off the reserve and we want to make a life for ourselves and not be trapped and show these fucks,
Right.
hey, just because you may own us doesn't mean we can't mingle and be just as good as you guys in society.
Right, but what are you supposed to do now? Now,
That's like I said earlier, we always got to carry ID.
you got to carry ID.
I always got to keep my status card with me.
Okay, okay.
If I ever get pulled over by fishing game, or if I want to shop without taxes, I have to go to the manager and say, look, I'm an official native Indian from Canada.
Right.
I don't want to be charged taxes. Then they have to bring me to a special register, and I get cashed out without paying taxes.
So that's what they think that was good. That's what they think that helped you.
But
Okay,
like
let's
I
not
said,
make them. Let's not
out
charge
of,
them
out
taxes.
of 100% of the population in the reserve, 1% of them gets out and gets that card and makes a living. The rest rot in the reserve.
That's what happens. You know what that is? That's called a curse. That's a curse. Give me that in Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse
Oh, and
15.
to mention what you said, even though we worship, back in the day we called not just nature, we called it the Great Spirit. That was
The Great Spirit
that was
supposed to
our
worshiping.
native God.
We're supposed to be, the spirit that we're supposed to be worshiping is God, the Most High God, the one true God.
Before we got that word God,
Before-
we would say the Great Spirit and have ceremonial grass and blessings.
So, okay, so when you came over here, we're going to show you that, how you guys came over here to be called the First Nation, all right? Because life did not start on this region of the world,
No.
on the Western Hemisphere.
They crawled across the Great Land Bridge back in the day in the Great Migration.
No, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exactly what happened. Let's go. Give me that.
Well, that means you guys came here and weren't originally here?
Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 14.
The Bering Strait.
13 verse 40.
No, the Bering Strait is how nomads got across the continents before it was.
We're going to show you how you got here, okay? This great straight crap, don't listen to that, because who told you all this information?
Oh, I learned it in my schooling.
Let me show you.
School.
Right?
They said that's how nomads would travel from Europe over into Upper Canada across the ice
They're
bridge.
going to lie. They lie, right? Let's go.
Brother, listen, because remember, we're talking about Columbus, right? What we're about to read here is what Columbus read. That's how he was able to know that this region of the earth where you guys were already, here, he found out that there were people here. He found out that you were here. Why? Because he read the prophecy in his Bible. You understand? Well, we're basically telling you you're an Israelite. You understand? Your true nationality is Israel. You understand? Now, you were mentioning about, nature and so on and so forth. But when you when you research the history about why is it that you guys were worshiping Mother Nature, so on and so forth, whatever it is that you were saying, I'm sorry if I'm not quoting it right.
The Great Spirit.
The Great Spirit. So yeah, that goes back to the Assyrian captivity. You understand? In the Bible, your forefathers and foremothers went through the Assyrian captivity, and that's what they were doing, and you picked up that custom from them. So then when you left and you came on this side of the earth, you started doing the same thing. But even though you were doing that, you were still keeping the laws in the Bible.
Right.
For example, if you look at this right here at the bottom, you see where it says fringes?
Yeah.
Guess what? That's in the Bible. That's a commandment. That's a law. You understand?
All our native dressings have fringes
Yes,
on.
yes. And as you can see, we have fringes. Why? Because this was not only given to the so-called native Indians, it was given to all 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Bring it out. So go ahead, brother.
Hey,
Hold on. And you mentioned the Bering Strait. I'm going to show you that according to the Bible prophecy that Christopher Columbus read to find you guys here, the Bering Strait, that was a lie. We're going to show you. The Bering Strait was a lie according to the Bible. Listen to this.
Right. So, again, we're going to hold that for a second. So the fringes, this right here is biblical. It's all biblical, all right?
We're that.
We're not. No, don't. I want
it was
Israel.
part of my native
I want that.
always
I'm
have
just
that
gonna.
in
Yeah.
the dresses.
We're the same people,
My
all right?
forefathers, my ancestors.
Yeah, your ancestors, which is important. All right, let's go. Hear this.
I can't believe that.
Hey, what's your name, bro?
My name's Nelson.
Nelson. Hear this, Nelson.
2nd Ezra chapter 13 verse 40.
Bring it out.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar, the king of Assyria, led away captives, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
All right, so he carried us over to the Euphrates River, right?
He just dropped them off and booked it.
No, actually, he took us to his land, all right? He took us to his land, and that's where you served in slavery over there, all right? For Northern Kingdom, the 10 tribes, all right?
Yeah.
All right?
But they took this counsel among themselves.
So y'all said, okay, we had enough. We had enough, right?
That they would leave. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitudes of the heathens.
Leave the what?
Leave the multitudes of the heathens.
No, you said, your tribe said you're going to leave the multitude of the heathens, the Assyrians, the other nations.
I like that. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Right. So you said, okay, we're going to leave these people, and we're going to go what? We're going to do what?
And go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Where what?
Where never mankind dwelt.
Now it's going to get real descriptive.
That's interesting.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
So you're going to come, you wanted to leave the Syrian captivity and keep your customs, keep the commandments of God in what? The land of North America. That's right.
And go like he said, go so far that those fucks can't find us again.
Right. So hold on.
And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river.
Get the map. Hold the map.
For the Most High then showed.
So they went right in here.
All right. So we left from here. We left from here. All right. And we came all the way around. This is what happened. All right. This region here, all the way around.
That's insane, man.
That's insane. Yeah, it is insane, and it's going to tell you how long it even took too. All right.
For the Most High showed signs for them, and held still the flood.
So that time, right now, even today, the waters over here are very rough. This region of the world, ships hardly go to this part of the world. It is very rough waters and rocky waters. You don't go there. So at that time, the Most High held still the flood. All right, he held still the waters. All right, so that you may pass in peace. All right.
And he held still the floods till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go.
So you have to go. You have to go through North America. There's a lot of information, a lot of important
I'm going to read this one. I saw this and I'm like, I know a lot about this shit too. I'm going to read what you guys know about it. More than me.
Hey, bro, we want you to get all of this, so you repent and you come step in purple, because we need a Gadite in line with us. We need a Gadite to repent to help wake up the other Gadites, so we can get our Christ can come back, our King can come back, take us out of this hellhole. All right?
Yeah, for real.
That's what's most important, because we're living in hell right now. All right?
Yeah, they say hell is on earth.
It is.
And we live it every day.
Exactly. You got some understanding, bro. So yeah, it said we have to go through what?
For through that country there was a great way to go, of a year and a half.
How long did it take?
A year and a half.
So if you watch the movies 1492, The Conquest, Christopher Columbus is quoting Ezra's in that movie.
Why did you wish to sail west?
To open a new route to Asia. Asia is the richest kingdom, the land of spices and gold. At the moment, there are only two ways of reaching it. By sea, sailing around the African continent. The journey takes a year. Or by land. But the Turks have closed this route to all Christians. There is a third way. By sailing west across the ocean sea.
The distance is unknown. It's said to be infinite.
Superstition. I believe the Indies are no more than 750 leagues west of the Canary Islands.
How can you be so certain?
The calculations of Toscanelli, Marin de Tir, Esdras.
Esdras is a Jew.
So what's worse? Esdras.
Esdras is a Jew.
So what's worse? Esdras.
Esdras is a Jew.
the West.
2 minutes, and already you're a dead man.
For telling the truth?
You can watch it. It's
1 year?
1 year and a half.
At sea?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a long
Christ,
time.
half of us made it alive.
And guess what? That whole year and a half, some of his crew started to lose faith in him, thinking that, you know, he was leading them to death. Because once upon a time, the white man thought that
The world was flat.
the world was flat.
It is
Exactly.
flat.
You understand? So they thought that they would know that it's not flat. The world is not flat. We had that knowledge. We knew that the world wasn't flat. They didn't know. You understand? So they just thought that if you keep going further and further and further, you would just, you know, fall from off the tip. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
get that. I don't
That's what the white man believed.
I think it
That's what they
extends
believe.
further
In
than
fact,
But
the
Christopher,
in
but
fact,
Chris,
then you're right. They ridiculed anybody who had the notion that the world wasn't flat.
right,
You were an
and
outcast.
that's why and this is what Christopher Columbus
But you're
wanted
right. I think
to
it's
know.
flat. I think it's flat. It's true. I actually.
Exactly right, Nelson. Exactly right. All right.
But it
That's
goes
crazy, man.
And that same region is called Arsareth.
The same region is called what?
Arsareth.
So, what was the name of this region that we live on now, North America? What was it called?
Ours are it.
Arthur is back in the day. Now we're going to give you the description.
The name of the land beyond the great river. The Jewish Encyclopedia. Arsareth. The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of men, in which the 10 tribes of Israel which dwelt, observing the law of Moses until the time of the restoration, according to IV 2nd Esdras chapter 13 verse 45. Christopher Columbus identified America with this land.
Christopher Columbus read this book to figure out that this region existed. All right, people thought he was crazy. The North Americans and the South Americans, the Mayans and the Aztecs, y'all came over here around the same time. You have the same skin complexion. You did the same thing, same exact thing. It's only upon recently that your tradition, the things that you did start to change a little bit. There's still hieroglyphs left all throughout the lands with Hebrew text, with Hebrew writings, okay? Because you used to speak Hebrew back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
You spoke Hebrew back in the day, but what? We forgot all of this 3 times past. And we continue to stray away from the Bible and stray away from God, all right?
The natives' fault too for falling prey to the freaking treats and shit that they would give them, like the liquor and the guns. We didn't need liquor and guns back then. We survived fine without it.
We did it, but what? They come with gifts. Gifts to anybody is enticing. You're like, oh, I never had that before. Let me try it. I
Still
like
to this
it.
day, we call it the white man's fire water. One sip and turns you evil.
Right, and what's happening on the reserves right now?
That's exactly what's
When you
happening.
go downtown,
They drink and they fight.
they drink, they fight. When you go downtown, the majority of our people down there drunk, they're on the street. I see why, because what? You do not want to be a part of society. You're still in sorrow. Our people hate this life. Our Native American, the tribe of Gad, you hate this life. You hate North America. You hate what they've done to you.
What you just say? I fucking run this show. Aboriginals. Okay, right said. Aboriginals. The boss said. The boss. They run this fucking world. On this fucking town of ours. I don't care about these white people. They try to take our country.
Get off the bus now. Off the bus.
Why?
Because I said.
Why?
You want the cops here?
No.
Then get off. They're on their way. Let's go.
All right. So what? How are you going to get out of this? You got to repent or remember who you are.
Or do what we did, just cut off roads and set fires to trees and shoot at any white person that came towards us.
That's not going to
I
help.
know that's not the way to solve the problem, but that's what we did. If you see it in the news, all that big native shit that went on.
Right.
We had the nerve to go to the Canadian government and ask for half of Ontario back. Instead, they gave us like $60 million and spread it throughout the tribes. Each chief got a certain amount of millions and didn't give enough 1 penny to any of his own peoples. They kept
Open
it.
up
Go to the
casinos.
casinos, yeah.
They kept it.
Boom, and you're spending at the casinos now.
Like,
They got
so
the
why
money.
would-
Ching,
I don't
ching.
understand that.
Gone. Money's gone.
Let me
That's
show you
right.
something,
They
brother.
took the money.
Yeah, that's this is a book called Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. All right. Back in the days in the early '90s, you could find this book for $5.
Can you
Now-
find that book now?
Yeah,
What's the
actually,
book
see, I
about?
haven't, but you can still find it. I think they lowered the price, but we couldn't get it because they put the price up to like $2,000. Now you gotta ask yourself, what's in that book
But they don't want you.
They don't want you to find. They don't want you to know.
Why would they put such a high price tag?
Exactly.
They buy this book, then they're going to find out our secrets.
Exactly. So in that book, this is a white man, you know, who went on this journey. You understand, to explore and learn the ways of the native Indians. So when he went there, I'm going to read just some of, you know, the stuff that you know, that he saw, that he documented. This is page 364. I just got, you know, a few parts highlighted. Read that part right here. This is what he, after, you know, he realized who you guys were, who the so-called native Indians were. This is what he realized.
Those Indians,
Hold on, read it, page.
page 364, Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. Those Indians, he told himself, they are Hebrews.
Guess what? He knew. You understand?
He knew right away.
He knew. He just watched the way that you guys were conducting yourself, and he said, yo, a lot of things that these guys are doing, it pertains to the Bible. It pertains to the law of Moses. Like we read earlier, as it was prophesied, right?
Yeah,
that you guys would come over here and say to hell with, you know, the heathen and start keeping the commandments.
That the 10 tribes watched in the time of Moses, so they were watching and taking example from Moses.
Exactly. They were learning whatever Moses, because guess what? Who was in Egypt when Moses delivered the Israelites out of Egypt? Guess who that was? That was you. That was me. That was our forefathers.
That was our ancestors.
That was our ancestors. That was us. We are our ancestors. See what I'm saying?
Now I wonder why I love that movie so much. I actually watch the 10 Commandments every year faithfully.
Yeah, but guess what? The lying part about it is that they're all white. The Egyptians are white.
Hollywood.
Exactly. The Israelites are white, but
it
wasn't so. The Egyptians were black and the Israelites were black.
One
too.
question: during that time, was it BC or AD?
That was
before Christ.
Was before Christ. All right. Now read this right here. Yeah, this is after he heard the native Indians speak. There go our best Edomite friend. Read.
Upon hearing her words, they rose and went out to Montezina, and to utter astonishment said.
And to his utter astonishment.
And to his utter astonishment said.
Now this is the native Indians, what they're saying. Listen to this.
Shema, Yisrael, Adonai, Eliel.
Shema, Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Ehud. Now it's going to give you what that means. Listen.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Wow. They have recited in Hebrew the fundamental credo of Judaism.
So guess what? That's this white man. That's what he documented.
That's what he heard. So
that's what he heard.
Disbelieve, like, wow, there's Hebrews over here.
Yes, you understand. So again, why?
That makes a lot more sense now.
Why would they put such a high price? I think now you can get it. I got it for $40-something. You understand? So you can still get it, but you got. You know, why would they put such a high price on that? Because they know who you are, who we are.
If we start figuring it out, we could probably change course of history.
Exactly. When we start figuring it out, they're in trouble.
You can't change.
You understand?
You know why?
There's always room for change.
You don't mention God, bro. That's how I know you can't change anything. You think you're gonna change it on your own without God?
Hey,
He won't help.
So that's it right there, bro.
That's his whole mission. God wants us to do things for ourselves. He's not going to help us, right?
He's gonna help us. That's if we turn to Him. Give me that in 2 Chronicles. If we turn back to God, that's when He's gonna start helping us out. That's when He's gonna raise us up. But we don't care to know. We don't care to know. If we tell one of our people, you're a tribe, you're God's chosen people, they'll be like, oh, okay, let's continue walking. They don't give a damn. They don't want to hear it. Hey, bro. Smoking thing, you gotta put that away. The most High's here right now. You gotta put that away. You gotta put that away.
Put it out just for you.
Put it out. Put it out for the Most High God.
It is. Yeah.
2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray.
Which is what we gotta do. We gotta humble ourselves. Because a lot of the crap that we
throw that away, be humbled, right?
Yeah, we gotta humble ourselves, which is what He did. All praises, you know, you put that stuff away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And seek my face.
Seek His face. How do we seek His face? I turn to the Bible, keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments, right?
And turn from their wicked ways. Then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins.
Then He will hear us from heaven, and then He will forgive us of our sins. Right? But until then, if we continue in our wickedness and continue doing what we do, then He's not going to hear us. Things are just going to continue getting worse for our people. In the research, we thought that things were getting better for the Aboriginals. No, things continue to get worse and worse and worse.
By the month, by the year.
Yes, suicide rate has gone up to an alarming rate.
You see that in the news? There's a huge one. Almost 11 kids a month are off.
Exactly. Why is that? Why is that? Because what? God ain't hearing their prayers. They're going through affliction, and until they acknowledge their sin, that's when He's going to come. That's when He's going to raise us up. All right. Give me Ezekiel 39 verse 23. That's when He's going to raise us up. He ain't going to raise us up right now if we're still doing wickedness. No. This is the time now when you're going to get the knowledge to know who you are according to the Bible, not just what the world tells you who you are, the white man tells you who, the Bible's telling you who you are. We're standing here right now giving you history, giving you your history.
And I didn't even know
that you didn't know. But yet you still had some understanding that what coincides with what we're saying.
Oh yeah.
Right? Bring this up.
Ezekiel chapter 39 verse 23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity.
So we went into captivity because what? We continue to reject the laws of God. We continue to stop following the Most High God. Right. We went about our own way. Start worshiping idols and doing all kind of wickedness. Look right here. We've been worshiping dumb idols a long time. Pagan gods.
Made up.
Nah, the Bible say it happened. Because remember, we got it from everybody else. Right? And when we came over here, we kept it for a little bit, and then it started to stray again. All right, let's go.
But isn't that happening in Mexico right now?
Because they transgressed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them and gave them into the hands of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword.
So we all fell by the sword. All right. So we fell into the hands of our enemies because of what? Because of us. What we did. It's our fault. Right? Now give me verse 29.
Verse 29. Neither will I hide my face anymore from them.
Go to verse 27.
Verse 27. When I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' land.
What is He going to do?
Gather them out of their enemies' land.
He's going to gather us out of their enemies' land. Alright? So we're going to leave. He's going to gather us up. So right now, Nelson, when you're hearing this word, bro, I pray you repent because we need God. We need y'all to wake up. Until you wake up, this stuff is going to get worse. We need you to wake up.
You guys are right on.
This is
a card. Like
we got the information for you. You got a fire in your bag, right? Our numbers on there, the website's on there. Everything that you need to know is on there, and you contact us, bro. All right?
You guys are saying it makes a lot more sense to me now when I go back to my history.
Right, exactly. Because what? This is truth. The Bible is truth. All right. The fringes again. This is made for you. But let me finish this up and let me show you one more thing. All right.
Verse 28. Then shall they know that I am the Lord their God, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen.
So we were led into captivity because He said He's going to do it if we don't listen to Him. He said we didn't listen. Now we're what? We're enslaved by the heathens. Look at how the heathens live. They live great. This is their heaven. We're in hell. We're scratched. We're in hell right now. All right? Continue.
But I have gathered them unto their land and have led none of them anymore. Verse 29. Neither will I hide my face anymore from them.
He's not going to hide His face anymore from us. Once we wake up,
He's going to show Himself.
Right.
I've been hearing stuff like that.
Exactly.
That He's coming.
Hey, good luck, guys.
For I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord God.
He has poured out His Spirit upon us. All right. That's why we are out here now. This hasn't been happening before. The prophets are waking up. The most.
You guys are the first group I've seen here. There's always one guy here with a little mic.
Hey, that's
He
crazy.
preaches from a Bible.
Yeah. No, he doesn't preach from no Bible. He just talks a lot.
Well,
right
you
now,
know the guy?
we see him all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah. We see him all the time. But let me show you this fringes thing so you think it's a joke. Because what?
No, I don't think it's a joke. I've just always wondered why in all the native history we've had these tassels and fringes.
Because of God. God ordained this fashion for us. We have customs, man.
So
we
still
have
to this
customs.
day, when I go to the powwow down in the Sky Dome there, Rogers Center, every year it happens. We have elaborate like outfits,
garments
with tassels, and feathers.
Yeah.
And,
when is it? When is it? So we can go. When is it?
I think it's already passed, but it's usually in the summertime. It's the Great Canadian Powwow. All the tribes of Canada get together in the Rogers Center. And they do their dances and their songs, and they share their history and culture with everybody.
That's where we need to go, because what they need to know their history, their true history. All right, let's go.
Numbers chapter 15 verse 38.
Bring it out.
Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
That's why we have fringes on the borders of our garments. That's why Aboriginals, the Mayans, the Aztecs.
So it's like a symbol saying that we are true children of God.
Right.
Throughout their generation.
Throughout their generations. We're still generating as a people. Nothing has stopped.
Still to this day.
Still to this day.
We have the tassels.
Yes, and you're supposed to have them on now too. You're supposed to.
I should be wearing some native garment, but I keep myself incognito. Too many crazies out here.
We can't. But hey, even on your t-shirt, like how we have it, you got to show the fringes on. All right, because it's ordained by God. God commanded that thing. It's commandment.
That's right.
And that they put upon the fringe a border, a ribbon of blue.
Just like how you see right here on the side. We got the ribbon of blue.
I gotta get running. I gotta get home. My kids. Very, very educational talking to you guys. I will be giving you guys a call, man.
All praise,
I some new pieces of my history
Nelson,
I didn't know.
Hey, Nelson. Hey, this is very important, because what you need to teach your children this, and this needs to be passed down. We need to wake up. You know what I mean?
have the question, because you guys are really opening my eyes to certain things. Was it all right for me to get my children baptized?
Hey, the water baptism is all right, but what really baptizes you is keeping the laws of God. That's what baptizes you. So people can go down in the water of crackhead and come out of crackhead. But you ain't following the laws of God, nothing's going to change.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.